pencils, glue. We got crayons every hue. School supplies for your whole crew.
Target's got everything you need to ready, set, go back to school.
You're tuning in to a Goldilocks Productions presentation of a magical journey show with Reverend Bryan Rawls. Reverend Bryan Rawls is a certified psychic medium, a certified Fairyologist and realm reader, light language channel and universal channel, certified Angelic Communicator and Facilitator, light code and star key code activator, certified Reiki master teacher, certified Esoteric energetic acupuncturist, certified Sacred Activations Mastering Me practitioner, and a practitioner of Gypsy magic and the old ways. Bryan has worked as a psychic medium on high-volume hotlines such as Keen, Psychic Live, Psychic Source, and Hollywood Psychics, through which he has undergone a battery of tests. Bryan can channel numerous energies to help you and your questions. Call in now to reserve your spot on the switchboard. The call-in number is 657-383-1895. Press 1 to get into the host queue so that you may speak with Reverend Bryan Rawls. Enjoy this 1 hour of multi-dimensional healing.
And good evening, everyone, and this is your host, Reverend Bryan Rawls. And there is no special guest this evening. It is just me giving many readings and also updating you on the incoming energies of the soon-to-be Stargate that we're getting ready to be walking through and allowing for a massive paradigm shift. And I'm excited to basically, I'm excited to be in this moment here, because there's this is the exciting eclipse phase, because we have some very powerful astrological configurations going on here, especially with obviously the most powerful aspect, or the most important aspect in astrology, the Sun conjunct Moon, which is the solar eclipse meaning, and that basically right there means that all possibilities and everything is on the table at this moment, and you have to basically put yourself in the forefront of your understanding of what a solar eclipse means for you, because many different things are coming to the surface and coming to the head, and what's really important at this moment now is that to understand that we're getting ready to be faced with some shadow aspects in the next coming hours, into probably about 24 to 48 hours. We'll be coming into some older aspects of ourselves, some shadow aspects, and before we actually go through the solar eclipse, this is when we are basically a new shift in our consciousness, and the new moon solar eclipse is at 28 degrees Leo. So what I always do is I round that out, or round that up to 29 degrees Leo, and obviously we know that the brightest star of the Leo falls very near to the brightest star of the Leo constellation. The heart of the lion is basically one of a very powerful star and a important star within astrology. And it brings massive, massive success and change, but there's always a caution for loss here, and this is a loss in many different areas of your life. It doesn't necessarily mean loss that is something bad. This loss can be something that needed to be changed. So I want you to come into the understanding that a lot of things are going to be surfacing that are going to bring a quickened perspective for you to change. Okay, and also this the solar eclipse is trined with Uranus. And this is exciting with itself. And it's also within a configuration with the star Regulus as well. And that makes energy very, very interesting. And with the eclipse being trined with Uranus, this allows for higher self-awareness, increased psychic abilities, and flashes of energy that shows you around self-discovery and revelations and things that need to come to the light. So basically, this is a very strong time for things to show themselves to you and to allow for you to understand what needs to be changed and what needs to stay, what needs to be shown or be seen in a different perspective, because that's basically what's going on. Is everything is happening in a different perspective, and it's just as you are picking this energy up and around change, and what I mean by it's around change is every area of your life is going to change. Maybe not drastically, but you're going to see that change take place within the next, I would say within the shortly after the solar eclipse into the first 3 weeks after the solar eclipse. You'll see a gradual change. And if folks that live in the United States and you're in the direct path, that's good. But if you're not in the direct path, it doesn't matter. You're still going to receive the incoming frequencies. The incoming frequencies are going to be available for the whole entire planet, but it's going to be a big game changer for the United States. And with that, what I would like to do is I would kind of like to set the energy up for tonight's call with all the callers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a small little drumming activation to basically set the energy for the evening. So take a deep breath in and just listen to my voice.
Dure emme istantore ish aquakutain elo uram. Dabu kunesha to samba akaisin. Izeture etan ist rogo akatain. Ezo tu uram equatu ukunahi ila araste isembur. Gardo urakiatai. Resho tu un ast. Reme quakuto orene asha. Requasando uran ine, promocote eshate emine, retune shata ine, requa nasuno rangiama, delo orasht, remo okune, zipotoko una, lando resho. Yedo uresaba tu reshani, regugumanayet, Reseni anuran. Jegoroka manai. Vezo na shinekwa. Regwa nunani. Hetu ora sambata in ekoto oras. Reshetu ora sin. Ramba kati an ewa. Regnakuto oras. Resondu.
And take a deep breath in. And just allow for that energy to move throughout your body for the remainder of the call. And we're going to go directly to our our phone line. And our first phone caller is area code 917. Area code 917, first name and question, please.
Hi, Bryan. It's Catherine.
Hey, Catherine, and what can I help you with?
I've been reading a lot of info on blogs about what we're going to see as we move from 3D to 5D. And one of the things they're mentioning is that we've had how many hundreds of thousands of lifetimes over the past million years where we have had free will, and that when we move into 5D, we have to give up service to self to service to others. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I've never had a minute of free will because of all the on-planet and off-planet control beings, devices, whatever. So could you discuss a little bit about what's going on with the concept of free will as we move forward?
Okay, so the concept of free will as we move forward. All right, so the one thing that we have to understand is that we have free will, and we're always going to have free will in this plane of existence. No matter whether we're generating energy from a 3D consciousness or a 5D consciousness, we have to have free will with us being in a human body, because we have an ego that is controlling some of the human body, and we have an intuitive mind that is controlling part of the human body as well. So it's similar to having the understanding that free will, we have the free will to say enough energy is enough energy. Okay, this is something I actually had to learn myself, and you saying that you've had trouble with free will from on and off planet codes and code shifting. You're going to have those issues because you're a starseed, and what you need to do is you need to basically ask for all aspects of self to integrate, because what you are having trouble doing is you're having trouble integrating parts of self. Okay, those parts of self are becoming entangled within them parts of self, or them parts of consciousness are becoming entangled within the human aura, and you're having trouble allowing them to merge with the body, or merge with the mind, or merge with thought form. Okay, because what I'm seeing you doing with once we shift this paradigm, you will be insanely claircognate. And what I mean by insanely claircognate is you'll just have this knowing. You'll know that you're correct. Okay, and you will also have the ability to integrate all these aspects into self and not be constrained by the energy of compression that you have been feeling with inside the body. Okay, now have you been feeling compression?
Yeah, pretty much all my life. But as we've gotten closer to first 12/21/12, and now as we're coming up to 8/21/17. I mean, the closer I get to the light, the more compression and interference I feel.
Yes, and that right there, you're going to feel that for probably a bit stronger as you approach this star gate. And once you step foot through this star gate, you will see a big change in your perspective or your perception, and also your perception of a time. Well, I guess you would say time in general, because you're going to start seeing timelines collapse periodically within the next 48 to 72 hours. And these timelines, what those timeline shifts are going to be is they're going to be in missing time frames, and I want you to be noticeable and be aware of those missing time frames, because you'll actually feel when you start integrating more and more aspects of self within the next couple days. And also, they are also wanting me to tell you and inform you that you need to make sure that you are careful around your I don't know exactly what this is, but careful around a conversation that you may have with either this might be a friend, lover, or family member, but someone that's close to your heart, that you may have some communication issues going on over, I would say, over the next couple of days as well. So they're wanting you to understand that communication is restricted as well.
Okay. I'm kind of so isolated, I don't really talk to anybody, but if any conversations come up, I'll watch out.
Yes, definitely watch out for any conversations. They just warned about a conversation, and this could be a conversation with anybody, someone, but they're showing it being close to the heart, or close to the heart chakra, or close to the heart. So definitely be cautious.
Okay. Thank you. I just have one quick question. Are you going to do an activation on the 21st?
Yes, I will be doing an activation on the 21st, and I will be actually sending out that email advertisement by Thursday at midnight. So by tomorrow evening at midnight, everybody should have the email advertisement. And if you stay tuned, you can hear my contact information if you're not already on my email list.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much, Bryan.
You are very welcome, dear, and thank you for calling in, Catherine, and you have a lovely evening.
Thanks.
All right, you're welcome. Okay, for all callers that are in listen mode, if you have a question that you would like to ask me, please press 1. And if you are listening on your computer or listening on iHeartRadio and you have a question and would like to ask your question, you can call me up at 1-657-383-1895. Press 1 to get on air with me. And we are going to our next phone caller at area code 717.
Good evening, Bryan. This is Corrine.
Hello, Corrine, and how are you?
Good. I haven't talked to you for quite a while.
I know.
I wanted to ask a question or two regarding, of course, the solstice, or not the solstice, the eclipse. Where do you see me right now, and
Okay, so
advancement.
okay, so what they are showing me in regards to your energy field as far as right now is concerned, you are having some energy fluctuations around the chest. This could be around anxiety. I don't know if anxiety has been elevated here lately, but it seems like it's been elevated for quite a few people. And also there seems to be some constraint on the back and the shoulder. So are you carrying something around with you that you wish you didn't?
Probably. It's been like that for years, so it's nothing new.
Okay. And how is the anxiety?
Pretty rough, and usually I'm carrying it right in the sacral chakra. I could feel it always, so yeah.
Okay. So this is right around the heart chakra. So in regards to the solar eclipse, I do see some advancement going on, and this is integrating both shadow and light aspects of self. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going to start integrating all aspects of self. This means that you're going to integrate galactic aspects of self. All right, you have already integrated your elemental aspects of self. You're getting ready to begin to integrate your galactic aspects of self. So what you're going to need to be, what you're going to need to bring into your awareness more frequently as all right, so they're saying the initiation of sound. So sound is going to start playing more and more a more important role in your life. And as sound begins to start playing more and more a more important role in your life, you're going to start seeing those changes begin to start take place within your DNA. And those changes are going to raise your DNA vibration up to your highest potential, and they are showing that an increase in your clarity of vision, and also your increase of your clarity of hearing. Those two, they're saying that those two abilities have been dull at the moment. And they have been dull due to upgrades and downloads being filtered through by the halls of a mentee. So if you haven't heard of the halls of a mentee before, they are the energies between the alpha and the omega energies, and they control the energy of the 22 diamond light body. And what's coming online is our 22 DNA or our 22 DNA strands. And some of us, we are being hyped up to 24, 48, 60, 64, 72, 96, and 108, and yada, yada, yada. But we are being advanced as our purpose allows us to be advanced. And do know that this shift is going to affect your they're showing your relationships the most. And this is not just love relationships, this is relationships in general. That's relationships with friends, relationships with people, relationships with animals, relationships with situations. So it's a relationship with how you view yourself or your status with that, with a person, place, or thing.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
That's
You are very welcome.
Thank you so much.
So,
I wanted to share I had a. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
You had a what?
I said I was going to share. I had an interesting divine intervention this week. My husband was saved from a severe car
really?
accident. Yes, and the angel placed him on the side of the road. So it was, very interesting.
Well, that is always good.
Yes, but anyway, thank you so much, Bryan. And I'll be
Thank you so much, and tell your husband I hope he starts feeling better, and the stiffness will wear off.
Good, thank you. I appreciate it.
You are very welcome. And thank you, dear, and you have a wonderful evening, and look out for this eclipse.
Oh, I definitely will. I'm taking off that day. Plan on doing some meditation.
Yeah, I've taken off that day as well, so, I had to, or else I was going to pull my hair out.
Well, thanks a lot, Bryan, and endless blessings to you always, dear.
Yes, much blessings to you as well. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so we are going to our next phone caller, and our next phone caller is area code 410. Area code 410.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, my name is Bonnie. How are you?
Your name is what?
Bonnie.
Bonnie. Hello, Bonnie. And what can I help you with today?
I was calling in. This is my first time calling in, and I was curious. I've made a lot of great life changes thus far, and I was curious as to what you see in my future within like the next year to 6 months for me.
Okay. All right. So did you just relocate?
Yes, about 8 months ago.
Okay. So they show that you are just now really getting settled in and everything really kind of getting a firm foundation. And they're showing me that this is definitely a change in pace for you. It kind of allowed for you to slow down a bit and start taking care of your needs, but also being able to provide for the self. But they are also showing some advancement as far as like I don't know if this is education or something that you're getting ready to learn, but they're showing some type of education or learning. They're showing me a book, and normally when they show me a book, this shows school or education or something, or classes of some sort. And then they show me the did you relocate your water?
No. From water,
okay. From water, okay. So, what is it that, or where did you relocate from?
I relocated from Maryland to Pennsylvania.
Maryland. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Now, have you been planning on taking any classes or any types of courses?
Yes, I'm a full-time college student, and classes start in about 2 weeks for me.
Okay. All right. So, so they want they want you to really make sure that you stick your nose in that book and pay attention for the first couple months so you do not get behind. And then they are showing that as November starts rolling around, that's when some excitement is going to start shifting for you. But they are wanting you to really stay focused on your schoolwork and on your education during they're saying the next 9 weeks. So I don't know if this is due to massive amount of studying or massive amount of change within your curriculum, but they are showing that you really need to pay attention to school when it first starts up, and once you start getting the hang of it, then that's when the life or your life starts kind of smoothing out and allowing you to have more social freedom, because eventually there's a relationship coming into play here right around the month of January, and I'm not sure if this is a temporary relationship or a relationship that is already in place and just gets more serious.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so just be aware of that, and that is basically all that they are showing me at this particular moment.
All right, well, I appreciate everything, and I thank you again for taking my call.
You are very welcome, and thank you for calling in, and you have a blessed evening.
Thank you. You too, Bryan.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye. Okay, so let's see if there's any new phone callers. And all right, so any folks that are wanting to press 1 and listen in, or press 1 and ask me a question, please press 1. If anybody has any, or if anybody is in listening from their computer, please dial 657-383-1895 and press 1, and I will take your phone call. So I want to kind of pump my brakes a little bit and slow my roll and kind of dive back into this paradigm shift real quick, because a lot of people are probably wondering, well, what's a paradigm shift? Well, it's a molecular, cellular, and physical shift, people. It's a shift in consciousness. It's a shift in reality. It's a shift in our timeline. Okay? And for those of you that are still sitting there scratching your heads, being like, well, WTF, what the hell does he mean? And I'm like, people, it's almost like a reality check or a reality shift where folks will wake up on the 22nd or will go to sleep on the 21st and then wake up on the 22nd, and their bodies will feel different. Their understanding will be different. Their perception of things will be different. You may not notice the difference right off the bat, but the difference is happening within the body. The light's being shown within the body. More activities being done within the body. And for those that are sensitive to energy and sensitive to energy already, those will be the ones that will automatically feel it. Those are the ones that don't can't feel energy at the moment, they will wake up to this or awaken to this energy shift, or awaken to this to energy and begin to feel it. Okay, so this is the change that is happening within our body. This is our rewiring, or our reset of our DOS system, if for lack of a better word. And as we reset our batteries, or reset our operating system, we are downloading new software from uncharted territory. Okay, so and like my producer just said, a lot of us are feeling like we have to purge. Well, if you feel like you have to purge, go right ahead, purge. I mean, I know I purged. I believe back in the last week in July, or the first week in August, when I was in the hospital. So if you feel the need to purge, go right ahead and purge, dear, because it's the energy that is it's energy that has accumulated for so many years and so many years that that it's getting heavy on us, and if you feel like you need to detox with a detox system to detox the body, go right ahead, pee your brains out, or have diarrhea. Be my guest, but I know me personally, I am finished purging because it is just too much on the body, and I know that Mother Earth will always see me through and look out for the body as well. But you also have to give a conscious effort in it, but at the same time, you don't have to sit there and break your neck to go out and buy an expensive detox system to detox your system. Okay, you can detox right out your pantry door, or right out your refrigerator door. And for those of you that want to detox, get you some purified water, and you want to get you 32 ounces of hot water. All right, and then you want to pour you 2 teaspoons to 2 tablespoons of non-iodized sea salt. Pour that into the jug of hot water, shake it up, and then drink that down as fast as you can without burning your throat, and then lay on your, I believe it's your left side, and just make sure that you stay near a bathroom. Okay, people, a warning, caution, red flag, stay near a bathroom. Okay, and that will detox your body, and that's a simple, cheap detox. It doesn't take $20 or $25 to detox your body. Okay, it's just as simple as maybe $2-3. So have fun with that. I do that maybe once, maybe twice a month, and I only do that when or I do that every, or kind of like bi-weekly, or monthly, depending on my energy levels and how you want to detox and feel less sluggish. And the sluggishness feeling will definitely go away, because more than likely you'll be bouncing off the walls, because what your body's doing during that time as you're drinking that is it's almost like a rotor-rooter for the bowels, and a cleansing of the soul, because you're actually ingesting sea salt and salt is a purifying and a cleansing agent, and that is mind, body, and soul. Okay? So detox, purge, purge, purge. Do whatever you feel is the need, and if you feel the need to meditate more, go right ahead and do so. And as you're meditating, ask for the solar codes to come in, and ask for your lunar codes to come in the evening when you meditate. And if you're one of them folks that will be meditating with us on the eclipse, what you can do during the eclipse is you can sit on the ground, or you can sit on your yoga mat or whatever or sit on a beach towel or wherever you're going to be watching it, and eyes closed, or with your little dorky glasses that you buy off of Amazon or out of a bookstore or out of a store. But you want to make sure that your third eye is visible to the solar eclipse. And the reason why I say that is because your third eye and your fourth eye are the two that is going to receive the most codes. All right, those are our perception. All right, those are our way of perceiving things, or perceiving the world, or perceiving the consciousness, and through the gifts, or through the gift of codes, or through the gift of sound, or through the gift of light. All right, and what is the solar eclipse doing? It is removing light, or something is passing in front of the light and blotting it out, and that is allowing for us to deal with our shadow aspect. So as you increase more light into the body, and as you sit there with your little dorky glasses and staring at looking at the solar eclipse, and be careful if you don't have no glasses or any shades to protect your eyes. And people, just because they say, well, dorky glasses, don't go put on your sunglasses and try to look at it. You will burn your eyeballs out. You need to make sure that you get them eclipse glasses. They help, but make sure that you don't get fooled and buy the wrong ones like everybody else is doing on Amazon, because lots of people are having issues with refunds. But getting off the subject, and I'm rambling, but definitely make sure that you allow for your third eye and your fourth eye to pick up all the light codes and all the solar codes and lunar codes that it wants to pick up before the solar eclipse, and then on the solar eclipse, because once the sun gets blotted out, you'll start seeing shadow aspects of self come in during the solar eclipse, and that's when lots of shadow aspects will start integrating. And that doesn't mean that a lot of people are going to go apeshit crazy and start killing people or anything. That just means that the shadow aspects, or those negative aspects of folks, they're going to neutralize and integrate into the soul and be used for positive means or positive motion. So understanding that you just have many different ways that you can make this solar eclipse be the best one of your life, because some of us we won't see the next full solar eclipse, and then some of us will, depending on your age, because obviously people there's lots of folks that are not able to hang on to this energy and be within this energy. So some folks are checking out, and that's the reason why you see deaths happening right before the eclipse, and that's the reason why you see people going a little nutty and having terrorist attacks and stuff like that. And just allow yourself to be more grounded, centered, and aware of your thoughts and actions during this time. And remember, change is inevitable, people. Change is something we all have to go through. I mean, I know from speaking from experience, change is a scary, scary, scary thing. I'm sitting here moving, relocating during the solar eclipse, and that right there, that's frightening enough. And just this week, I'm moving by myself because my husband's away on a business trip, and that's scary by itself. So I will warn you. This is the void. This is the void that I have been talking about for a while. This is the void of the unknown right before we step through that stargate. All right, and like I said before, this is the uncharted territory that I have been walking, and this is the uncharted territory that you will be walking as well. So just take into consideration that things will never be the same again once you step foot through the stargate. Okay, so I am going to give my call-in information one last time, and then see if any phone callers come in for the next 2-3 minutes, and then if not, I will give my contact information and allow for all of you to contact me for a private reading. So the dial-in information for any last questions is 657-383-1895. Please press 1 to get on air to speak with me. We have a couple minutes left. In the meantime, my contact information, you can check out my blog at www.bryanrawls.com. That is BryanRawls.com. You can also go to my website. On the website is MP3s, my services, and also my storefront, which is called The Silver Whisper. You can go to www.amagicaljourney.com. That is www.amagicaljourney.com. Go underneath the services tab, and you will come to 3 boxes. There's the MP3 box, the service box, and the store box. Click on any 3 of them, and you can choose your selection. And there, like I said, there's MP3s for all types of different removal of emotions, activation of psychic gifts, activation of different codes, and there's descriptions underneath each of the MP3s. So check that out. My office, my office is area code 586-659-9620, and we're going to take our last phone caller at area code 714.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Stephanie.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. And what can I help you with tonight?
Just wondered if there's any messages.
Okay, so let's see here. Any messages for Stephanie Bridgman?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for using your government name on air, but okay. So what they're showing here is that a lot of different types of energy is basically becoming available for you to manifest your wishes and your dreams.
All right.
So what they are showing here is to basically embrace your childlike compass for direction. All right. So it feels to me like you need to rely on your adventurous side to lead you and direct you. They are giving me a quick coding to give you real quick. So just take a deep breath in and
okay.
and bring the energy up and through your root chakra, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, down into your well of dreams, up and out your crown chakra, doubling back into your fourth eye, down into your pineal gland, all the way down the Shishana, activating the 8-cell blueprint at the perineum, and take a deep breath in.
All right. So everything's going better then?
Yes, it looks to me like everything is going much better. I will suggest to you to meditate and take some time out for you within the next coming days. And also, I do see some change in finances coming within the next couple of weeks, some more financial flow. So you may be beginning to sell more plumerias or whatnot.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Thanks. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, thank you for calling into the Magical Journey Show tonight, and you have a wonderful evening.
Okay, you too. Bye.
All right. You have a great evening.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, everyone. So it's time to say goodbye, and we've had a lovely evening this evening, and I will be having my radio show next week, and it is on the 23rd. And please tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 23rd of August. And for anyone that is wanting to receive the email advertisement for the solar eclipse and new moon transmission, please give me a phone call at 586-659-9620 or email me at angelicguidance13@gmail.com, or you can also go to my website at www.amagicaljourney.com and also sign up for it there. It will be a total of, for the solar eclipse transmission, $25, and then also for the new moon transmission, another $25 for both of them, and it's $50. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you. Thank you so very much for calling in this evening. Thank you, Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, for producing the Magical Journey Show. And thank you all the callers for calling in this evening. Thank you all and have a lovely evening. Let angel wings guide your dreams. Blessed be and namaste.
Ready? Okay.
We got paper, yes we do. White ruled notebooks, pencils, glue. We got crayons, every hue. School supplies for your whole crew.
Target's got everything you need to ready, set, go back to school. Ready? Okay.
We got paper, yes we do. White ruled notebooks, pencils, glue. We got crayons, every hue. School supplies for your whole crew.
Target's got everything you need to ready, set, go back to school.